Sorry, hang on. Okay, good to go. Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Every Closet YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. We are back and we are back with another monthly recap video. We're gonna go over the best sales we had in November, the worst sales we had in November, and then at the end we're gonna go over our totals for November, so stick around for that. I'm gonna try and make this one really quick. I want to do that because I want Ethan to be able to edit it as quickly as possible, and then I want to be able to get it up and out to you guys. So we're gonna go over fewer sales. That means I didn't throw anything in the best sales this month in terms of bundles of things we got in $10 bags or bundles of things we got for free. They happen every month and they're great and they're a reason we do the $10 bags, but I just didn't include any of them because it's still like it's like 10 items for like $80 in a bundle or something like that. It's not things you guys want to be picking up, so it's not a ton you can learn from. All that I think you can learn from that is that if you can source items that cheaply, then give them a chance. You'll probably sell them. Let's start with the worst sales because the best sale of the month was awesome and I want to leave it to like the finale. So let's start with the worst sales of the month. There actually weren't that many. I have 8 worst sales of the month to go over, which is not bad, and they aren't even all that bad. It's just, yeah, it was a pretty good month in terms of the flips. First, oh, where's he gonna pop these up? I'm gonna stop pointing. I never know where he can pop it wherever he wants to. He is the master of his own destiny. Yikes. The first worst sale was an Under Armour blue pullover hoodie in size medium, I think. And it sold for $27 on the Canadian Closet, which is about what I'd expect to make from this. So we made $17 profit. Oh, we must have sent an offer to Liker, so they got a shipping discount as well. We made $17 profit, and I had originally paid, I believe, $10 for that at the Value Village 50% off sale, so that would make it a $7 profit. I'm not mad about this because when I picked it up at Value Village, I did not think to myself, this is gonna be a great flip. I thought to myself, ooh, cute hoodie, I want it. So that is why I got that hoodie, and I did wear it about 15 times, which is more than I've ever worn anything else that I've bought and then listed the OSLs before I can wear it. But no, I like wore the crap out of this thing, or at least by my standards. So I was really happy with it. I was sad to see it go, but like, sometimes you want money. Next was this Mage Lavande Mage. I do not, okay, let's do this really quickly. I do not know how to pronounce almost any brand. This Mage Lavande purple floral top was a viscose top, super cute. It was in a size extra small, I believe, or like a 1 in Mage, or 0 even, 0 or 1. And it sold for $39 in the Canadian Closet, so we made $30 from that. Paid $16 for that at a consignment store, so we only made $14. Obviously that's not what I was hoping for when I bought that at a consignment store for $16. I thought it would sell for more, and it might have. And again, this sold around the Black Friday time, so I think I had it listed for about double, or like someone got that as a 40% off offer. So given that, I'm not that mad at it, but it was below our $20 threshold, and we had that for a while, so it stays firmly in the worst sales. The next worst sale, and this was the one that it was too bad about Black Friday, but I needed to have the sale, and so this was just the hit that we took for having a sale. And it was these size 41, so really good size Birkenstocks. They were in pretty good condition. I had them listed around $78, and I wouldn't have basically gone below $60, except we were having a Black Friday sale. So they sold for $48. We made $33.96 from that, so they might have even gotten a shipping discount, I'm not sure. We had paid $25 for those at Value Village. They were behind the counter. So we made a $9 profit. And I just straight up wouldn't have... It's cool that we still made a profit, I really wouldn't have accepted below $60 for those on a regular day, but it was Black Friday, and so that was the one listing that I was like, oh, if someone buys these on Black Friday, though, it's gonna suck. And it did, and I don't really care that much. But yeah, definitely one of our worst sales in the month. You don't need to let Birkenstocks go, or at least not in a good size. You don't need to let Birkenstocks go for lower than $50, preferably not lower than 60. Oh, Canadian dollars. That's Canadian dollars. I don't know what I'd take US. I'd have to do math, and I don't want to. The next worst sale of the month was these Bionic silver metallic ballet flats. These are Bionics. Bionics are a bolo, and so I picked them up for $6 at a regular thrift store. I was happy with that. They just sat for so long. I think I had them listed, and I probably had them listed too high because I listed them around 60. But I saw some Bionic comps in the $60 range. It might have been the style, might have been the size, I don't know, but they just did not perform as well as I would have wanted. But they did sell for $34, so we made $26 from that. And then if you minus the $6 cost of goods, that was a $20 profit. So that is our baseline profit. So they ended up performing fine. I expected more out of Bionics. So yeah, maybe red flag on that bolo. I don't know. No. I need more data points before I can say that. But yeah, I will be looking up specific comps next time I come across Bionics. The next worst sale of the month were these Not Your Daughter's Jeans Samantha Slim skinny jeans in a size 6. I have 2 pairs of Not Your Daughter's jeans, and they both came from a very cheap thrift store around a year ago. So these took around a year to sell, which is upsetting. And they're one of the first things I bought for reselling, and it took them that long to sell. And they sold for $25 on the Canadian Closet, so we made $19.75, and you minus the like $3, $4, $5 cost of goods, and we made around $14, $15. That's a fine amount. I was really happy with that sale because it had been a year, but obviously it's one of the worst sales because it took that long to even sell for that much, and that's not that much. So yeah, the other pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans that I have in my closet, still sitting there. They're a good size. They're like size 14. I don't know. I basically just pass it by now. And if anyone knows anything about why I shouldn't be doing that, let me know. But based on my experience, Not Your Daughter's jeans do not perform well. Next were these Sorel Kids blue and black winter snow boots, the kid size. These sold in the US Closet for $25 US. So $25 US means we made 24 Canadian dollars from that sale. And I actually paid $12 for these. So they only made a $12 profit. And I expect better from Sorels. I just do. Kids Sorels you should be able to sell between $30 and $40. I don't know what was wrong with these. I don't know why they had to go so low. But someone sent me that offer and I'd had them for a few months. And it's winter like right now. So I was like, I'm not holding these. I don't have a kid. I definitely don't know any kids that are going to fit these boots soon. So yeah. Got rid of those and made a $12 profit. Pleased with that. But yeah, these kids Sorels did not perform as well as I would expect kids Sorels to perform. And I don't know why. And I don't suggest you stop picking up Sorels. So I don't know. Next was this Theory long sleeve plain black Callion Pryor dress. This sold for $25 US on the US Closet, which again means we profited 24 Canadian dollars, and I paid $10 for this dress a few consignment hauls ago, and so we made $14 Canadian. That is pretty underwhelming, especially for Theory. I will say we did go consignment storing yesterday, and I did not double look at any Theory, so it's on a huge hold for me, at least for paying up for it. And this last sale is mostly in here as a good example of why we took a bunch of kids clothes to a consignment store this month. So it was this 3T Baby Gap leopard skirt. It sold for $5. That, like, I didn't pay for this, obviously. So we made $2 from that, whatever that is in Canadian, I don't know, like $2.50. It's just not worth your time to list and store and all that. So like if you're going below, I'd say anything that sells for below $10 is just not straight up not worth your time. And we had a bunch of sales like that this month in the US Closet, like $7, $6, $4. This one was $5, and it's just a good example of why this month we took down all the like Carters, all those types of things, and we took them to a store in our area that gives money for kids' clothes. So that's actually, as you'll see in a bit, where a lot of our profits came from this month. Not a lot, just $100, which is amazing. Okay, let's go into our best sales, and we had quite a few best sales, most of them shoes this month. So let's get into it. The first best sale, or I guess the last, because this sold on November 30th, was these Harley Davidson leather chaps. These were behind the counter at a Value Village. We paid $32 for them. They sold for $120 on the Canadian Closet, minus Posh fees, $94.80. So we made around a $62 profit on these Harley Davidson chaps. Yeah, I think that's just a great flip, and I'm really pleased with it. If you can find Harley Davidson leather things, probably pick them up, and that's how I feel about that. The next best sale were these Alexander McQueen violet ankle boots. These were so cool. If I wore heels, this is exactly what I'd want to be wearing. First of all, because they're purple, and second of all, because they're just so awesome in general. They were suede, and anyway, we got them at a consignment store for $70. They sold for $210 on the Canadian Closet. So after Posh fees, that was $165.90. I think we probably discounted shipping. I'm not sure how much. But anyway, the profit we made from those was $95.90. So amazing. Pleased with that. Alexander McQueen, you're a bae, and I'll buy all your stuff if I can make the math work. Next best sale, and this is mostly just an average sale, but I'm putting it in here because Desidual has a huge question mark for me now. So it was this Desidual Marilyn Monroe top. I got it at Value Village for $8 pretty recently, and it sold really quickly for $36. So we made $28.44 or a $20 profit off of it. That is pretty much an average flip for us, but I just wanted to include this in here because I've seen people say they don't pick up Desidual anymore, and I think that that's probably true. You can't pick up all Desidual, but like when you find something like this, like so in your face Desidual, like maximalist print. I think I even put the word maximalist in the listing title. It's just very like, yeah, it was just a very substantial Desidual piece, so I felt pretty comfortable paying $8 for it, and yeah, it got us our $20 profit, so I was really pleased with that, and Desidual can still perform well, and yeah, I'll be closely following that for the rest of all of my Desidual pickups and all of your guys's. Next, and these are always a good pickup unless they're charging you, I don't know, $50, but were these Sorel Joan of Arctic boots in brown. The Sorel Joan of Arctic sell every time over $100 for me. Every single time, which is twice, but still every single time. And we bought a new pair and we're excited to list them, and I bet they'll sell. So these sold for $104 in the Canadian Closet. So after Posh fees, that was $78.20. And we paid $30 for them at a Value Village, and we made a $48 profit. So I don't think you should pay $30 for all Sorels, but if you find the Sorel Joan of Arctics and your Value Village or Goodwill or whatever is charging you $30, there's still room for profit in there. That's $48. So of profit, that's double our minimum. I'm pleased with that. And I think, yeah, if you find certain Sorel styles, like big ones, fur trim ones, you know, tall boots, anything like that, you can still pay that much for them. The next best sale that we had this month were a pair of Kenzo boots. They were amazing also. They were black chunky heel ankle boots with 2 zippers on either side. They were super cool. and those sold for $132 in the Canadian Closet. We paid $40 for those at a consignment store, so we made a $57 profit in Canadian dollars. That is awesome. That's pretty much what I expected out of the boots, and yeah, just a good flip. Happy to find affordable Kenzo at a thrift store or a consignment store. The next best sale were these Dragon Grifter sunglasses. I had no idea what these were when I saw them, but they were actually given to us. And again, you're gonna hear her name, my beautiful friend Amber's beautiful mom Karen, who gave us a bunch of stuff and months ago at this point, and we're still selling her stuff. So this cost us nothing. Thank you so much, Karen. And they sold full price. We had these listed for a few months, but someone came and just bought them full price. They were listed for $50. They sold for $50. And so we made $43.45 from those. That was amazing. They were so easy to store, like amazing if you can find sunglasses for a reasonable price at a thrift store and they're not just a nothing brand. That's where I have the problem when I'm thrifting sunglasses. I have no idea what's a reasonable brand other than like Chanel or something like that. I don't really know what I'm thrifting, so I steer clear of sunglasses thrifting, but we got these for free and it was a good thing we did because now I know that they sell for $50, so that was awesome. The next best sale, and would you believe it's an Aritzia item, it was this Babaton Adike sweater in light blue. This was a gorgeous sweater. The moment I saw it, I was like, now this is an Aritzia item to pick up. It was just like, it was made of wool. It had some other stuff in it, like maybe cashmere, I don't know. It had bell sleeves. It was freaking awesome. It sold for $65 in the Canadian Closet, and I paid $14 for it at Value Village. So we made a $37.35 profit, which is awesome, especially from an Aritzia item. Most of the time these days, those are giving me $11 profits. So $37 is much better. Next was this Loungefly and Gudetama, the Lazy Egg backpack. This was behind the counter at a Value Village, and I was like, hey, that's a Loungefly backpack. Can I have it? They were asking $40. We got it at a 30% off day, so we paid like $32 or something like that. It sold for $75, and so we made a like $28 profit. Which was good because it like, and this would not be included in the best sales if it hadn't sold the next day, but it did. It sold the next day. I sat on that for no time at all. I listed it like $100. Someone offered $75, and I was like, heck yes. So it was just such a quick flip. It was such a quick $30. Like, it was in really good condition, and we didn't have to do any work basically to get that. And so that's why I like that very much. I think you can get more for Loungefly backpacks. I just didn't want to find out. I didn't want to wait and find out. I got a $75 offer and I was good with that. So we moved on. The next, yeah, this was good, were these Jimmy Choo Wedge Noel platforms. These were amazing. And they sold for $200 in the Canadian Closet. After Posh fees, that's $158. We paid $62 for those at a consignment store, and we made a $96 profit. So that was very pleasing. And yeah, buy Jimmy Choo's if you can. Jimmy Choo should sell for about $200 if they're in good condition. Yeah, they were listed for like $350, but yeah, once you're making over like an $80 profit, I'm not gonna haggle anymore. Next was these Schutz black thigh wrap high heels. These were so cool, and the person who bought them loved them too. They sold for $70 US in the US Closet, so we made 67 Canadian off of those. We paid $22 for them at a consignment store, and so we made $45.20. So that was an amazing flip. That's pretty much what I expect out of them. Schutz should sell above $40, $50, but these were like especially nice Schutz shoes. So yeah, I expected somewhere around the $70, $80, $90, and so $70 US is around what I expected out of them, and it's what happened, and I'm pleased because those were amazing shoes, and I would have been sad if that hadn't gone well. Next, and this isn't the best profit or anything, but it's just here because it's awesome to be a reseller. So this was an Andrew Mark leather jacket. I bought this on Poshmark Canada for my dad's birthday. It was supposed to be from my mom to my dad. She ended up saying, oh, I think he has a leather jacket. Can we not give that to him? And I was like, oh crap, I already have it, but that's okay. I'll just sell it. And so I never would have bought this to flip. I don't usually buy things on Posh to flip. It doesn't usually work out that great, but this worked out really well because we paid $50 for it on the Canadian closet and it sold for $99 on the US closet. So that made us $78 US and we paid $50 for it. So that was like a $40 profit, which was just incredible. Sorry, someone just called me. But yeah, the Andrew Mark leather jacket, it was cool that I made a profit from it because I just was selling it to get my money back, and I got my money back and then some. So that was like a huge bonus. How awesome is it to be a reseller? That awesome. Last but not least, the best sale of the month were these Christian Louboutin Big Dorset 120 heels. These were awesome, and they were at a consignment store for $65, which is why we picked them up. We got them authenticated. We were sure they were authentic because the salesperson made us feel very sure that they were authentic, but I wanted to get them authenticated anyway because with Louboutins, fakes are so prevalent. So I got them authenticated, and I even paid the extra $10 for a certificate to say they're authentic because I did not want anyone to have any questions about them. So we got that. So they were $65 and we paid $30 to authenticate and $10 for a certificate to say they were authentic. They sold for $300 US. So that was $288 Canadian after Posh fees. And we paid $105 for them plus for the authentication. So we made a $183 profit. That is one of our greatest profits to date. And I'm not very surprised that there was a pair of Christian Louboutin heels. We were just really lucky that the thrift store was like, yeah, they've seen better days. You need to take them as is. And I was like, I'll take them as is. You can still get a few $100s for those things. And yep, that's how that went. So that was our best sale of the month by far. That was amazing. And as you can see, yeah, there were a lot of good shoe sales this month. And other than that, there were a lot of like so many average flips, so many bundle flips. But let's go over the numbers because that's what you're actually curious about maybe. So on Poshmark Canada, we did $1,981. On Poshmark US, we did $2,258. We took all of our kids' clothes to a consignment store. So we took it like 4-ish times and we made $102 from that. And we also took some clothes to Plato's Closet and we made $17 from that. So in total, we made $4,358 this month. That is significantly down from last month. But unlike last month, I'm not actually worried about it for a variety of reasons. And the first one I want to go over is probably the most direct reason, but I also want to like not give you guys the wrong idea. So the reason that the US closet had its best sales month ever and the Canadian closet had a significant decrease from the last few months is because Ethan and I switched which closet were on our phones. So before Ethan had the US closet and I had the Canadian closet, we switched. But I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea that like I work harder than Ethan or anything like that. That's so far from the truth. Ethan does all of our cooking and he edits these videos and I'm a blabber mouthy mouth, so that's very difficult. He does so much for this business. He does like most of our packaging. He does so much. I'm pretty obsessive with the app. I get to Likers a lot quicker. I'm on it a lot of the time. I'm on the Poshmark app a lot. It's probably not even healthy, so I'm not sure I'd suggest it. But I'm constantly doing manual shares. I'm constantly interacting with potential buyers, and it does make a difference. That is why we switched. We wanted to see if it did. And if you could pop up so kindly, Ethan, a screenshot of our Poshmark Canada stats. As you can see, they were going up, 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 and then there was a bit of a down this month. And then our Posh US stats were kind of leveled off. They had hit, August was our previously highest month, and now this month we beat August by probably like $40. So basically all we're taking away from that is that I should take Ethan's phone from him more often and interact on both the closets the way that I do on whatever one's on my phone. And for another thing, we did not list much this month. We kind of had a month where we were focused on a lot of other aspects of the business, a lot of other aspects of other business ventures that we're getting into, and so I didn't expect this month to be as amazing. I'm really happy with all the sales that we had. I didn't have any sales that I was like, oh darn, that was horrible. It was pretty much just those Birkenstocks, and that was because it was Black Friday and I wasn't upset about it. I still made $9. It was a rebuilding month. I feel like Mogi Beth says this sometimes. We took a step back in the business so that we could take 3 steps forward later, and that is what happened this month. So yeah, I'm not super worried about it. I think we're gonna have a really good December. I think I'm gonna have a really good, I think we're gonna have a very, very good 2022. And yeah, let me know in the comments how your November went and what's up. And maybe I asked a question at the beginning and you can answer it. I don't know. I'm a little bit brain dead, so I'm gonna go cuddle the poor kitties because I accidentally let Jupiter get outside, and that was a problem for everyone involved, including my shirt and Jupiter and me and everything. So I'm just gonna go cuddle him now and love him, and yeah. So thank you so much for being here. Hit subscribe, hit like if you like this video, and we will be coming at you with more videos very soon.